Screaming.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America,
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right. Good evening. We will call this meeting to order at 5:32 p.m. Let the record reflect that we do have a quorum. Are there any late additions?
No.
No late additions. Would someone like to make a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion made by Longy,
I'll second.
second by Schwartz. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Letter A, public comments on agenda items. I see we have a couple people signed up, but they are not related to agenda items, so you will have your chance at the end. Letter B, routine matters. Minutes of regular sessions of November 18th of 2025, claims 53291 through 53562, and payrolls for November 28th of 25 and December 15th of 25.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes, claims, and payrolls as presented.
Motion made by Bunch,
I'll second.
second by Longy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Letter C, Mr. Mahaffey.
Real quick, as far as our highlight of the month, in the state of Indiana, there's over 1,500 dual credit teachers in high schools across the state. And of those, they select one every year that is given the title of the Dual Credit Excellence in Instruction Award for the year. And we're really proud that that teacher resides here at Southridge. Aaron Rauscher was selected this year. That was not nominated by us. That's actually a position that's nominated by a department chair at Ivy Tech. And then it's voted on by a group at Ivy Tech as well. So she's having a great impact on students who are enrolled here and also on classes at Ivy Tech. We're very grateful that she's one of our many outstanding instructors. So congratulations to her. Next, we're going to turn it over to our transportation director, Larry Fusler, and let him give us a presentation and an update on how things are going in that area.
I'm going to move over so I can see your
Thanks,
presentation.
Chip. Again, my name is Larry Fusler, Transportation Director here at Southwest Du Bois Schools. I want to share with you a couple of the activities that we've been accomplished over the past 6 months. First, before that, just kind of stating our priorities in transportation. One is to transport students to school and home safely. Secondly, transport students to school on time. And thirdly, continuously improve the transportation system for efficiency and cost reduction. The activities I'm going to share with you are related to priority number 3. First, some fleet reduction activity. So the chart you see on the right is basically a graph of all of our routes, number of students on those routes and the capacity of those routes. The green explosion marks are where we have opportunity on those routes. And we identified Route 14 that had 55 students and ran in the afternoon only as an opportunity to reduce that route. Basically, those students were redistributed over the other routes, and the result is we eliminated that route, so bus 14 became an extra bus. Next, bus 17 was designated as a backup bus, but we also had our bus 13 that only ran a midday pre-K route, is all it did. And it was not being used or could not be used as a morning or afternoon backup bus. And that was due to the child safety seats you see strapped to the bench seats. They take over about an hour to remove and an hour and a half to install. So if you need the bus, it's very time consuming. For $7,000, we bought the seats you see on the right. They were built-in child safety seats. They fold up and older students can sit in them very easily versus it's difficult for older students to sit in the others. Retrofitted those, and bus 13, became a backup bus, and now we can utilize bus 7 as a future route bus. So currently it was eliminated as a need. There's my X. Okay. And this was incorporated into our bus replacement plan for the future, so we'll forego the cost of 2 new buses.
That's great.
$400,000.
Secondly, just share with you some route improvement. We've done a lot of it. This is just one small example. This is Route 18 in the AM. On the left is the before. So the blue line represents the first trip into Huntingburg. The yellow line is the second trip into Huntingburg. It had 33 turns and was running 10.5 miles every morning. So on the right is the after. You can clearly see the difference in the blue and the yellow line, how much smoother they are. It was reduced to 17 turns at 9.5 miles a day. Not every route looks that good, okay? So I cherry picked it. But. Summarizing those cost savings, so again, we offset 2 bus purchases at a value of $360,000. The maintenance on those buses would be $13,000 total a year. We eliminated a route driver, that afternoon route on 14, that's $76.50 a year. And through all of our activities, we've reduced 16 miles a day in travel at $1,440 of fuel. We spent $7,000 on the child safety seats for a net savings of $375,090. Lastly, just wanted to highlight some future improvement that we're targeting involving our fleet maintenance, and that has to do with the cars facility that we've purchased across the highway here. So we're looking forward to that, so we really keep our buses in tip-top shape and not rely on inspection, but actually stay ahead of it using preventative maintenance. And I do want to mention too, just that all this activity I'm sharing with you, the drivers, very, very involved. Without their suggestions, like 75% of that doesn't happen. So, yeah. Any questions? Thank you.
Want to talk about the new way to map routes in the future briefly?
Sure. Yeah. So,
Spot?
yeah, we're targeting a system with Tyler Technologies where we can. I'm going to call it a route management system, because sometimes people have a drawback and say, "Oh my God, we're going to start having computers route everything." No, it's not going to happen. But right now, managing our routes and the movement of students from one address to another is very time consuming, a lot of spreadsheets, all this stuff. This will help us with that and help us assign those routes much easier, and we can look at the efficiency of our routes and manage it a whole lot better.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the finished product in this building when we, put some upgrades to it. It's gonna look nice and,
It's amazing, it's already cleaned up.
yeah.
They've already done some cleanup up to it.
We're getting there. All right, a couple other things just wanted to briefly mention. Will be on the itinerary, the board agenda for others to see as well online, and those of us who are here tonight. But congratulations to our BPA, Business Professionals of America, who have always represented us really well, not only at the state level, but at the national level. And we had a lot of students recently win their regional to be able to get to the state. So that'll be happening later on this spring, and those students are listed. We also want to draw attention to the Spell Bowl team at Huntingburg Elementary that recently competed in a big competition and finished in the top 3. Those names are listed there on the agenda, quite a few students. Congratulations to them. And a lot of students at Holland competing in the Noetic Learning Math Contest and their placements as well listed. So congratulations to our students. Thanks for representing us in such a positive way at the elementary and secondary level. And at this point, we'll turn it over and let the business continue.
Okay. Letter D, new business field trip request as listed.
I'll make a motion to approve the field trip request as listed.
Made by Schwartz,
I'll second.
seconded by Bunch. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2 under D, personnel, as listed on this page and continuing for the majority of the following. Again, all this information has been in our packets. You've all had time to look at it. If there's not any questions, we will entertain a motion.
Make a motion to accept the personnel items as presented.
Motion made by Longy,
I'll second.
second by Schwartz. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number
Okay,
3,
before we get to number 3 there, John, just also wanted to draw attention to one of our retirements there that will take place at the end of the year. One of our teachers who's been with us for over 30 years. If you work for us for 30 years, we probably ought to give you a brief moment of recognition for sure. And we appreciate what Lanny Butler has done for us and the number of students he's impacted over the years in teaching music theory and band and just quite a career and quite a legacy that the guys left here. So he's going to finish strong this year with the students, and certainly wish him nothing but the best into his future.
Number 3, approve volume 38, number 1, all policies and all files, including non-discrimination on the second reading.
I'll make a motion to approve volume 38, number 1 on the policies and files, including non-discrimination for the second reading.
Motion made by Schwartz,
Second.
second by Bunch. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 4, approve the league stadium facility use agreement for the 26 through 28 school year.
I'll make a motion to approve the facility use agreement.
Motion made by Bunch, second by Longing. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 5, approve the SHS offering out of the country field trips during non-school calendar dates.
Is this, I wanted to ask this earlier, is this like Spanish club going, okay.
For years, I guess this was offered, and I guess maybe 10 years ago, we had a teacher that had been doing this for years that left and no one picked it up. And now we have some teachers interested in offering these. You will approve those, any official trips that are done in the future, but this is just kind of like, they want to know that if you're okay with them starting to pursue these kinds of trips and publicizing them and those kinds of things, giving our kids those opportunities.
Absolutely. I went on one of those trips back in the day, so I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Bunch,
Second.
second by Longy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approve the grant application annual request.
I'll make a motion to approve the grant application annual request.
Motion made by Schwartz,
I'll second.
second by Longy. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, moving on, and now that I know we do have some people that signed up to speak, I just want to remind all potential speakers that all comments are to be directed at me, the board president. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. The board also expects all comments to be civil and respectful. So I will start with Scott Brown.
Thank you for letting me speak, and John and you board members. The school bus, let me start out by saying I am in no way against drug and alcohol testing. I think anybody that's got a CDL should be drug and alcohol tested. The problem is this new law that's popped up on us that we didn't know about until this past year. Now, if they would drug and alcohol test lawmakers, we probably wouldn't have this law. But anyway, what it is in this past year, we've had to pay for our own pool, which cost each one of us $500. And not only that, we also have to pay for each drug test after that. So this is something that came up that none of us knew about when the contract was signed. Otherwise, it would have been figured in. And so, like OFS, if you have an increase in taxes or a widget goes up in price, what does OFS do? They add that onto the finished product. Isn't that correct? So the customer ends up paying for the increase in cost. If we don't do that, we end up being out of business. So, and not only that, in order, school bus drivers get sick once in a while. So we need a sub. And that sub also has to be in our drug and alcohol pool, which costs us another $500 to put that. And we are already in a drug and alcohol pool with the school. So this law is ridiculous. I hope I'm getting your attention on this because this law needs to go away. And I have talked to Mark Messmer about it, actually staff, not Mark Messmer personally. And I don't know where that's going yet. But so how many of these substitute drivers do we need to put in our pool to make sure we're covered for subs at $500 a pop? Now I'll put 10 in my drug and alcohol pool if you guys are paying for it. And I think that this should be added into the contract. And if we just do it on a daily basis, it'd add about $5 a day to the contract per bus.
Okay, 3 minutes is up.
Thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Take those under
Can I
consideration.
ask if there's any questions?
3 minutes.
This is not a dialogue session.
Okay.
Greg Engler.
I don't have a whole lot to add. It's just with, when we bid these contracts we're on now, we wound up going to a 6-year contract, which I don't understand why all of us agreed to it for as much fault as anybody. But last 2 years here, anybody sitting in this room knows everything's gone through the roof. I'm kind of torn between what he was saying on the drug and alcohol test. It's been a pain in our butts since it started, but if we could maybe look at the last 2 years of this contract, gaining a little bit on our pay, mainly because of just the input cost. And that's part of our input cost now is that drug and alcohol test. I don't know if it's adding as much as what he said. I haven't put a pencil to it, but I do know it's been expensive, so. And I got 5 routes, so it adds a little bit to everything, because I got so many drivers I'm trying to cover these routes with. So that's basically the only thing I would add is, if you guys care to entertain adding a little bit for our last 2 years at least. And then I'll give Larry on ideas for next round of bidding. So basically all I got.
Thank you.
Appreciate both your comments.
That's great.
No other comments, I
I have
assume?
none.
Okay. Nobody else signed up to speak. We'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Bunch,
Second.
second by Longy. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Good evening.